Business Source Complete can be accessed both via IP recognition and remote access. IP recognition requires you to click on or follow the link, and remote access is available through a username and password. This information will be on the user guides. So on the first screen you will come across options for two different databases, Business Source Complete and Regional Business News, which it covers 80 regional business publications through all metropolitan and rural areas within the United States only. For this search, I'm just going to tick Business Source Complete and click Continue. This is the advanced search page. To do a search, type in, for example, global warming. You will automatically see key search terms appear to predict what you might be searching for, which is quite useful. And then you can insert a second phrase in the next box down. For example, green energy. And you can see there it's prompting for green energy industries if you wanted to use that search term. I'm just going to keep it to green energy. This offers Boolean operators, so keep the search modes and expanders in Boolean phrase option. If you wanted to narrow the search further to a category, you can select a field. For example, subject terms, search for global warming in the title, but I'm going to leave it at select a field, which is all options. And if you look down here, also search within full text of the articles is ticked, so automatically the search terms will be searching the full text of the articles. So click the search button and you can see the results. To be more precise and to search for a phrase, if you put speech marks around global warming and green energy, it will search for the words side by side. At the moment, the results have listed the words separately. As you can see, they're highlighted in bold. So if I do the search again, you can see now it's picked up global warming in the search. It has also highlighted global and green and warming separately and energy separately, but it's also searched for the phrase global warming. And this one looks pretty useful because it's got global warming in the title. If you look down the left-hand side of the screen, you can see that you can refine your search. So at the moment we're doing global warming and green energy, and we're searching in full text. You can narrow by peer-reviewed journals only. You can narrow by date. So if you change the date to 2000 to 2013, you update by clicking on the update button, and it will produce articles limited to those dates. You can also limit by source types, magazines, trade publications, academic journals, country reports, market research reports, and you can see the number of reports next to the source type. You can also limit by thesaurus terms. As you can see down the side, there are 143 articles with renewable energy sources in the thesaurus term. So if we just limit it by renewable energy sources, you can get more precise searching. There is also a subject category, which are more general subjects, so you can reduce your search to subject global warming, climate change, emission control, and update your search. You can limit your search by publication. You can also limit by company, geography, and industry codes. If you go to search history, you can see that you've got searches here. You can save your searches in the Save Search Alerts. In order to do this, you need to create a personal login. Go to the sign in page at the top, create new account, fill in the details, and then you will be able to sign in as a personal user. I'm going to sign in as myself. And that means that I can save this search to my searches. So I tick the box to save the search and save the search alert. Then I call it a name. And I can add a description. And I can save the search. You can see that I have several saved searches in my folder. To search for a company, go to company information at the top of the page. Search for a company. You can see that it brings up a list of companies related to Tesco's. Tesco's PLC is the main company, so I click on the company. And you can see that you have the basic company information, financials, subsidiaries, products, executives, industry, and more information. If you wanted to make a note of this company, you can create a note, add a new note, put Tesco PLC, and save the note. Then when you go to your folder, you have a note saved and you can retrieve your company and you can edit your note. Just view context to get back to the company. You can export your company information to an Excel spreadsheet if you click on Download CSV. Open, and it will export the company information. This is more useful when you're doing a list of companies. If you go back to company name, You can see that I've searched for Tesco PLC. And if you look to the industry code, you can see that the industry code is 445100. If you go to refine search, try it in the NIOSH code description, and there you can find competitors of Tesco's. You can see Tesco's PLC is the second company. Walmart Stores Incorporated is the top competitor. Then if you want to save this competitor list, tick the top box and it will save all the competitors in this list. Click the download CSV icon, open, and you see it will have downloaded 26 companies. It only downloads the first page. If you wanted to download further competitors, your items will not be retained on multiple pages. So you would have to deselect and add the next group to your spreadsheet. In the search history, as you can see, we have been doing searches on NIOSH code description, SIC code description, global warming and green energy, and all of these search history will disappear after you log out. So if you want to save any searches, you have to save them now. You can go to the folder and find out what you've saved already. I've got 3 saved searches here: Walmart, global economy, China, and global warming. I've got 2 notes saved: Sainsbury's and Tesco's PLC. I can also create folders in my folder. If you want to create a folder, click on New and give it a name. You can call it the name of your assignment, or give it a subject. And then you can put all your research on organisational behaviour in a folder so that you can retrieve it at a later date. There is also a thesaurus option at the top where you can look up thesaurus key terms like global warming, and you can see a list of information. Global warming indicates that you should use climate change. And climate control lets you use environmental engineering. And so it prompts you to use different keywords. So it's a good source of keywords. If you're not sure of a keyword, you can search for it here and then get prompted for different synonyms. You can also look for publications in the publications link. You can see here Harvard Business Review, Harvard International, and if you want to be alerted for when the next publication is produced, you can tick the journal and add, and that adds it to your search. So you can search within the journal. You can also create a journal alert, and you can put your email address in here. And have the journal alert emailed to you. Then if you go to folder, you can see that I've got 2 journal alerts, and if you've got too many for the same journal, you can just delete item. So you won't get 2 alerts, you'll just get 1. You can also look at company profiles. Let's look at Tesco, and you can see that there's a market line report for Tesco. If you click on the PDF report, where it looks at the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats of the company, you can make it bigger, and then you can see you can print out and save this report from your PDF reader, and there's back to the database. You can see that the sources are different for the report, so the Tesco's report is from MarketLine, and some of the other companies are from MedTrack, depending on the sources used. You can also search images. And it prompts you with your keywords. Search for energy. You can also refine your search to just search for graphs, and this will limit the search to graphs. You can refine your search again to search for diagrams and charts. And you can see you have a diagram there. The other useful information is you can search for cited references. If you put an author that you know in there, you can see articles that have been cited by that author. For example, you can see that there's an article being cited. And you can add this cited reference to your folder, and you'll find it in your folder. You can also look at author profiles. For example, you can see this author has a PhD and the subjects that they write about. And if you want to search for an index term, you can search here. This gives you the results of your search term. I just did a simple search on organisation, and it's given the results here. And when you've finished with your searching, you can sign out of your personal user. You will still be able to access the database via IP recognition, but you won't be able to access your personal folder once you've signed out. This is the end of the Business Source Complete guide. Thank you for listening.